Lord, I thank you for this morning, and I thank you for your word. And I pray that you would speak through me, because we know that we will know the truth, and the truth will set us free. And it's your spirit that guides us and counsels us and comforts us. And so it's not my voice that's important this morning, Lord, it's yours. And so I pray that you would speak through me.
Amen.
So, a cool verse, eh? It says, I don't call you servants, I call you friends. And then, you didn't choose me, I chose you. But ultimately, in the end, he chooses us, and of course we have to choose back. But are both really encouraging things to think about. So I want to talk this morning about friendship with God, and share a little bit of my experience of what that means for me. So if you think of a best friend, what do you think are the key things that makes a friendship special? Now, I know we're all muted, so just have a think about what you think makes a best friend. What are some of the characteristics of a best friend? So I'm going to give you a couple of, maybe a minute to just think about that. And if you're in a group, you might share your ideas of what things you think make up a good friend.
Good friends, no matter what. Yeah, just good, no matter what, Yeah.
Inclusive list. I could probably think of more, but these are the ones I thought about last night. Trust. Being able to be yourself and not feeling that you need to put on an act. The fact that they have gone through the best and worst of times with you and have always been there and have never given up on you. They have seen you at your best, your worst, and your most vulnerable, and they have never left you. The sense of being secure. Secure is an awesome word. The sense of being secure in that friendship. The peace you feel around that person. You just feel completely comfortable when you're with them. You can confide the deepest things with them. You laugh together. You enjoy each other's company. You never feel that you have to earn their friendship, and their friendship isn't conditional. These are just some of the things that make a true friend for me. And they are the most special person that you can have in your life. Thing is that friendships come and go. Distance can separate us. So in human terms, these people are often like gifts that come and go through our lives. And I don't know about you, but I've had friends that I haven't spoken to for years and years, and you reconnect with them and it's like no time has passed between you at all. I'm sure others here will know what I mean when I say that. But can God be our friend? Is it possible to have this kind of relationship with God, who is perfect and so much above us, the one we so often feel so undeserving of, the one we could be always trying to reach up to deserve his love, working so hard and never feeling we are making ground, and often feeling unworthy or guilty? Well, the answer to can God be our friend? Well, the answer is yes. And the answer actually lies not in the constant attempts to deserve him and to be worthy, the constant climbing up the ladder to meet him, working so hard, but in accepting that he loves us as we are, and that if we surrender and accept his love, he reaches down to us and enters into a relationship of love and friendship. one that has all the qualities listed above that I mentioned. And unlike human friendship that comes and goes, our friendship with him is eternal. When we come to allow ourselves to see the depth of his unconditional love for us, and to allow ourselves to let him come close, to both accept his love and to give our love in return, to truly know that he loves us, warts and all, and that there is nothing that can separate us from his love, that we are totally loved and totally accepted, and we are safe in his arms always. Isn't that just an amazing truth? That we do not need to earn that love, and actually we never will need to earn it. Then that precious friendship with him becomes ours. And I know this because this has been my experience. A couple of weeks ago, our girls group talked about friendship with God. And it started me on this amazing journey of realizing this amazing friendship that I have with God. My life has been tough, as I shared last time, and well, there are often times that I feel like a round peg in a square hole, never quite fitting, never completely being understood. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. I feel like a little bit of a, not a weirdo, but, you know, an interesting soul, let's put it that way. But you see, with Jesus, I know he gets me. With him, I am completely understood, and there is great peace in knowing that. He thinks I'm wonderful weird, and that's awesome. He's also been my greatest cheerleader, the one who believes in me completely, the one who says, you can do this. I believe in you. You are enough. There have been times when I felt like God say to me, I want you to do this. And I'm going, I can't do that. And he's going, yes, you can. I'm going, no, I can't. Yes, you can. Because I believe in you and I will help you to be able to do that thing. We all need someone who believes in us, and he believes in me. And whether you may find it easy or hard this morning to believe, he believes in you too. Even when I don't always, and even when you don't always. I realise that for me, I feel completely safe and secure in my relationship with God. It's just an amazing thing. That he has been with me at my best, worst, and most vulnerable, and there is nothing that he has not seen. And actually, that doesn't make me want to shrink away, because I just know that he loves me. I feel peace with him. I know he is committed to me. Sure, he wants the best for me, and yes, he does challenge me to be better. But it never feels like I have to earn his love by achieving those things. I know he loves me even when I'm not the best version of myself. I truly do know this. Even when I struggle, I have this overwhelming peace of knowing I will always still be his. He is not going to quit on me. And he won't quit on you either. This gives me the courage to push on, not working to earn love, but working to grow deeper in my love and relationship with him, to let him lead me to become the person he sees in me and knows I can be. And here lies another key, a really important one. The most important motivation in all of this, and that is love and not guilt. See, because I know the depth I am loved, I am able to just love back. I know I'm in a relationship of love, and out of love, I live. Out of love, I live. I follow, I do all out of that simple, deep love I have for him. It's not hard work. I want to do what he wants me to do. And I want to follow because I want to be where he is always. I do want to make him proud. And that is different than the feeling that I have to do it all out of duty or to earn that love or to keep that love. I remember when I first became a Christian, I just loved reading the Bible. I love listening to worship music and I love reading my Bible. But then somewhere along the line, I lost the vision of that and I started to feel like I had to read my Bible every day. And instead of where I once used to do it out of just this joy of wanting to do it, it became a chore. I don't know how many of the rest of us feel that way, but it became something that didn't come out of love anymore. It became something I felt I had to do, and if I didn't do it, somehow I wasn't being a good enough Christian. So we need to do stuff out of love and not out of duty. When you are at peace with his love, then love can be your motivation, and it really does make all the difference. I recently chatted to an amazing young person who has just fallen in love with Jesus. She had tried to be a Christian, and what she explained to me was that in that time she had this the strong sense of God being so perfect, and then she looked at herself and she wasn't perfect, and she had this sense of needing to make herself perfect. But now, like me, she has come to realize that although he is the God of the universe, he loves her unconditionally, and for her it has changed everything. She just loves him so much, and she knows he loves her and that he will never leave her. What a great place to start a journey with Jesus and to continue on. It's what he wants for all of us to know, for all of us to have, that perfect friendship. Sure, he calls us to follow him, to keep his commandments, but he wants us to trust him and to follow him from a place of love and trust, knowing that he will only lead us into places of life. So can you have a friendship with Jesus? Yes, you can. And maybe like me today, you do. You're listening to what I'm saying and going, yes, yep, that's me. That's where I'm at with Jesus. I know exactly what you're saying. You're completely secure in God's love for you, and you know you don't need to earn it. But maybe today you are still trying to earn it, wondering if you can lose him, never feeling complete peace and security, working so hard, and never feeling his love completely, never completely believing you are worthy. Let go. You know, I really feel that this is what God would say this morning. Let go. Let go of all the working and the earning, and just accept that you are loved just as you are. Right now, he loves you and always will. Sure, he wants to help you to grow in his love and in his belief of you, and to help you to follow him, but from a place of love, no longer from a place of work. When you love someone, doing things you know that are important for them is not a hard thing to do. Sure, it may take work, and maybe sometimes for some of us time, but you love them, right? Just think about it. You love them. So it comes from the heart and from a very different place than duty. When we read the commandment this morning, we are told to love him with all our heart and mind and strength. Love him. Love him. Think about that. He's saying, love the Lord your God. He wants us to love him, and that's about relationship, not just work. That word love is about relationship. He wants us to love him and be in relationship with him. The greatest thing that we can do is to love him with everything that is in us. And out of that comes everything else. If we get that right, the rest will follow. Amen? So this morning, let us accept that he loves us. His love and sacrifice for us are free gifts. And he asks you to love him back, to give him your heart and your life freely, and then just simply to love him back. Amen.